Like, I'll probably be. I mean, I have Sid. End of
Yeah,
the
it should
day.
be fine.
End of the day, Sid. Sid. So, my dude.
End of the line, boys. Anyway, we're live now.
Excellent. Oh, that means I should pull up the backup secret zone so that I've got the eyes.
Check the secret twit zone. Now that is here just so that Newbie can have a clean, smooth transition over to our side.
Ah. Oh, it's just goddamn Sephiroth for the multiplayer fight.
Yeah?
Ha.
I don't know. I'm pretty excited.
Yo, I hope he's got like the... I don't remember the name of the move. I hope he just pulls out like that move from Kingdom Hearts 1 that just puts you on like 1.
Descend. Fartless.
Yeah.
Asshole.
And then you're just like, shit.
Everyone was just losing their minds. Fucking Lance Bass was like the role of Sephiroth.
And it worked just fine.
Yeah, it did, as a matter of fact. Funny thing how things like that work out.
Yeah, funny thing how, like, people who hire voice actors, for the most part, know what they're doing.
Alright, so, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy Record Keeper. This is V-Prisoner, and joining me as always is Sly09.
Hello!
And, today, we've got the Final Fantasy VII event.
Yeah, this one focuses on Cloud and Tifa, and I guess Rufus exists.
Rufus does exist. Actually, I want to take a look at the banners real quick before we delve into the event dungeons.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of an elongated transition for anyone that's just joining in, but...
Whatever.
We've got some changes for these banners. For starters, we have rolled out the new type of Soul Break, USBs, which are essentially Super Soul Break 2.0. They have a lot of new... Like, they have a much larger threshold for power.
The quick of it is, basically a USB is an OS is a 6-star weapon like an OSB, but generally isn't, like a gigantic, like, it doesn't have the same damage cap breaking and is generally more of a utility thing. From at least what I can tell.
Well, I mean, for now, it's usually just like all of these utility healing things, but basically, like I said, USBs have a much higher potential for doing all sorts of wacky shit. Yes, I tricked you. This isn't Doctor Who at all. We're not there yet. Rufus needs Cloud to deliver him to the Doctor Who marathon. So anyway, like, Eris's USB is rather tame, actually, for USBs, and I hope you get, like, a... Wow, buddy, this is tame? Seriously?
Right.
Instant Curaga with Shell and Curata effect on top of that? That's tame?
Right.
Oh, you better believe it.
Let's compare this to... I think the best comparison you can make with this is, I think it's Yuna, who has an SSB that's Kiraja to the party plus 2000, something like that. I think it's Yuna.
Something like that.
But that's an SSB. That is an effect that exists. That's just like Kiraja to the party plus the 2000, and this adds instant cast plus shell on top of that.
Yeah, like if this were an SSB, it would just be ludicrously strong. But as it is, it's just a fairly, decent OSB.
Yeah. Also,
which should give you an idea of just how crazy this gets.
Right. From what I can recall, we're going to be getting a number of USBs on the anniversary stuff.
By the way, Cloud finally gets his new BSB, and so he's finally completely transitioned into Wind God mode.
Well, almost.
Now his is basically like very equivalent to Luneth's BSB if you have one of those, because it's got the 2-hit AoE with an attack buff and the 4-hit wind, except his is more damage based on the user's attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love that sentence. more damage based on user's attack. Like, yes, this attack deals more damage.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it?
What that means specifically is that the multiplier on the 4 hits can go from 14% to 65% based on how high your attack stat is. If you're familiar with the Nightmare Dungeon ability Omega Drive from the most recent Nightmare Dungeon, it works the same way.
Yeah, it's basically that. He's got an Omega Drive instead of a delay effect, but other than the Omega Drive, which honestly does put his BSB above even Luneth's, they're functionally the same.
Oh, Luneth's has the Interrupt.
Yes, it does.
Which I find as a powerful tool, but yeah.
Oh, it's very strong.
This, though, is the same... I guess one thing that's a bit different on this is that Cloud doesn't have the god-awful, res that Luneth has.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. That's, as strong as Luneth is, his one downside is that he has terrible res.
Yeah, it's just, god-awful res.
So here's Sid's. You like DPS? You like extra hits?
Yeah.
Sid's the man to see.
So Sid's has a very powerful entry with 10 hit to one target, plus the same mechanic that Steiner had on his recent BSB, where if the target is taking additional damage, either from a weakness or a vulnerability forced on it, you get an extra attack. So
there you go. Thank you for the host, newbie.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, so this is the one that I got in my recent poll.
Oh?
Zach's BSB.
Yes.
This one is very interesting because Zach's thing is he doesn't have any self-buffing abilities or weird gimmicks or anything like that. His is based on speed. Reduced delay is basically he gets 40% reduced casting speed for these burst commands. It's absolutely bonkers.
Oh man, I kind of want that to give him you give him Thunder God's Might on top of that, and it's just look, instant cast. I don't care.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying. But yeah, he is all about speed. So if you get this guy, yeah, you're pretty solid. You're really solid. Super Soul Break for Barret. It's a hyper break, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Good old gun break.
Yep.
Yeah, Zach is one of the few guys that can combine full charge and power chain, having celerity and combat 5.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Okay, so here's the thing about Sid's Shout, which is the other thing that I got. Shout, for him, unfortunately, Shout itself does not a Ramza make. Because while it is exactly the same as Shout, Ramza has a really robust skill set on top of that makes him worth using.
Right, and that's not to say Sid is not worth using, it's just that Sid's skill set is a lot less robust than, so let me pull these up to specifically compare them.
Yeah, it's mostly Combat 4 and Dragoon 5, whereas Ramza's got, all sorts of wacky shit he can do.
Yeah, so Sid has Combat 4, which you can't dive, okay. Yeah, Combat 4...
Sephiroth is a standard in Dark, by the way. Yeah, pretty good.
That one's actually pretty good because it's...
it is.
If you chain it into itself, it's gonna hit real hard because it's 10 hit.
If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Combat 4, Dragoon 5, Machinist 5, Support 3, Celerity 3 on Sid, but then Ramza, who is sitting on Support 5, Knight 4, Ninja 4, Combat 4, which gives him a lot more variety as far as what skills he is able to use.
Knight 5, Combat 5, Support 5 is the big one. Because, being able to use full break on top of having a robust amount of attack power behind it, pretty great.
Yeah.
It's also why Minfilia is able to, rival Ramza, because she can do a lot of the same crazy shit that he can.
Hell, and she even has White 5, I think, in her skill set or some crap. It's ludicrous. I bring her to multiplayer, and it's oh, well, actually, I just needed, the Last Stand plus some healing. Okay.
Yeah, basically. So the second banner is not like anywhere near as good, but it's still pretty great. Like, it introduces... Okay, so we got a new format as a result of Final Fantasy VII's opening. We got... from now on, we will have one USB or OSB, that's this right here, 3 bursts, a bunch of supers, and 1 booby prize.
Now this is upped from 2 bursts.
Yes.
On previous ones.
And we used to have 2 booby prizes.
Which, depending on the... I think on this one, it's the Eris, like, Magic Blink plus crit, which actually isn't that bad in specific fights, because a party-wide Magic Blink in some things can actually be the way... You know, think of the Bahamut fight. Or not...
yes.
From the last multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
So...
so anyway, this is Rufus's one and only soul break. Even in Japan, he has not gotten a single thing since. This fucking guy.
Sorry, dude. I guess you got put into the same category as General Leo and Dorgan.
Yeah, right in the broom closet. Honestly, I feel a lot more for Dorgan because he was my go-to guy for these weird, awkward buffing/aggro niches until Cypher showed up with his. I feel for
Leo because Leo seems like he should have his own like burst or something. Like that. But the problem is that 6's cast is like huge.
Yes.
So.
It's not even like you have to try that hard because some of the 6 characters have really suffered a lot from being early adapters.
Fair.
The thing about... Okay, so the thing we should note about Rufus is that his skill set is actually pretty good.
This has been like kind of a thing going on with the newly introduced characters. You know, if you take a look at Fujin and Raijin, or you take a look at like the newer characters seem to have a lot more robust skill sets. So to look at Rufus's, we have White 4, Combat 4, Support 4, Darkness 5, Sharpshooter 5. So, like, that's a lot of different things you can do with that.
Thank you for sparing me having to, like, sift through all the crap.
Yeah, I that's what I'm here for. I've got all these, like, sheets open on a different page, so you don't have to.
Sitting there, all the data logs open.
Yeah.
The thing that holds him back is not just him only having 1 super soul break. It's that the only things that he can equip are daggers and guns.
Huh.
That holds him back a whole lot, especially since, in his own realm, the only gun user is a magic user, so it'd be magic guns. Woof.
I still like physical darkness for giving, for having death throws, but that's...
Yes, death throws has its moments, absolutely.
Alright.
Okay, so now we've got Wolfmeister and Eagle Gun. These are the 2 guys that you fought on the Corel train while you were trying to hijack the large materia during that segment.
Yep.
This guy has a weakness to water, but fortunately it is not a condition.
Yes.
And this one has lightning, but, you know, very easy to deal with.
Yeah, the only conditions on both are lowering attack, and they're also very, very much... I think they're both only physical on their entire... Oh, no,
yeah,
they've got... They're not entirely, okay.
Alright.
Wolfmeister has atomic rays. That's it.
Wolfmeister has deadly rays.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Noted. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just gonna lay a show-off superstar party. What else needs to be said? Triple star. That's what you are.
Gun arms. Hey, yeah, gun arms. The only weapon's worse than blitz balls.
Wait, see if I have it. Oh, no, she doesn't, because I'm using Shout.
I guess books too. Books actually are only used on 3 characters either. If you're not Elfanaud.
Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, books have gotten a little bit better considering that Alphanaud is like a fucking wrecker of worlds.
It's true, Elfanaud's real good. Oh god, yeah, Lulu's dolls. Yeah.
Yeah, Lulu's dolls are like the major reason you can barely get any FF10 mage synergy in, because like you end up getting like her fake ass Moogle synergy that no one can actually use.
You really want like, I don't know, like Seymour's or something like that? Like that's at least a...
Yeah, it's like when I pulled 3 Braska staves, I was like, oh hell yes, that's absolutely good, because it's like that's a boatload of mage synergy that I can actually use.
Alright, yeah, so again with the Wolfmeister here, the biggest things are that the Wolfmeister is very heavily like physical, but not all, because of atomic rays. And so physical mitigation is where you want to be in this fight.
Yeah, the other thing too to note is that Cloud can get draw fire, so he can do some night stuff.
Right.
Also, he has, as a result of this event, he has gotten access to Samurai 5 for a reason that we can really. Oh yeah, you smell what's cooking too, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, so let me tell you a little story about a well-beloved ability known as Hailstorm. Hailstorm is a 5-star samurai attack that only exists in Japan. It was the swan song of the samurai skill set, and is basically getting it out of the gutter. It was 2 ice attacks, which no one cares about, but it has 30% attack minus res. So that can be stacked with stuff. When Cloud got Samurai 5 because his BSB2, it adds up the multipliers the more attack you have, so obviously that would seg in extremely well.
Right, because Command 2 on his BSB is attack up, defense down, combine that with attack up, res down, and then like a shout from somewhere, and then you're hitting for, you know, you're hitting anything you want for very high damage.
You toast.
He toast.
Basically. So, that's the story. Hailstorm, for whatever reason, was introduced in an FF11 event, which is notorious for having a bunch of stuff locked behind copyright hell. Because it's often like Grandmaster collabs or some shit like that.
I'm still waiting for... It's not an FF11 event, but I'm still waiting for Aiko's record sphere. So I'm glad she finally
Aiko's by far the most egregious.
Oh my god, she finally got her MC3 this last...
Holy shit, did she?
Yeah, she has her MC3. Her and Minfilia both got her MC3s in a couple days ago, along with a number of others.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But, like, yeah, so I can at least have Aiko have a little more health than, like, slightly over 4,000 in a fight. Like, she's made out of a little stronger paper.
No, that's absolutely fine. Like,
yeah.
Every little bit helps, and at least she won't just immediately fall over from now on.
Right. That was always the problem in certain, like, ultimate fights where, like, if Aiko got targeted before defenses were up, Aiko would just fall over dead. And it's like, well, you don't want your healer to have that low of health. Anyway, here's the bird.
Oh. Hopefully Penella can get that multi-break off before this thing falls over.
Technically you'll still make it because -3 stars is fine.
Yeah.
I think you can go minus...
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing. I was just like taking it easy on the Wolfmeister just to build everything up and then unleash hell.
I think you can go -5 stars until you get a champion. As I've said before, the way a champion works is that for every 5 stars you get, you can drop 1. So in a fight that has 3 metal conditions, you can drop 1 metal condition completely, minus 3 stars, and still get a champion because you'll have 15.
You'll also notice that Tifa is wearing something different. She's wearing her Advent Children outfit, which was introduced in this event, which is why I was really looking forward to showing her off, because the Advent Children outfit fucking rules. Is one of the best things about that movie. Which ain't saying much.
Banana.
Oh, banana.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's some speed, alright.
That'll do. The sort of setup with this fight is that Wolfmeister's weak to water while the Eagle Gun resists it. So you're supposed to set up, bring 2 different elements. Luckily, these things, again, this one's all physical. Yeah, all physical. So, going with like, you know, power break, down, protect, and damage is just going to be enough. And obviously, with the party that Vipers has brought to bear here, these aren't the fights.
Yeah, with like the champion fights, I have a little bit of room to just show off.
By the way, if you like bosses who are all physical...
Yeah, this may be your cup of tea.
Yeah.
So, now we've got Fort Condor. This guy was fought if you messed up the Fort Condor like defense tower minigame, which means that no one ever fought it.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing to note, and this is true of this boss as well, and the next boss. Like, this is true of like a lot of the bosses here. They're vulnerable to slow.
Yes, they are.
Wolfmeister, Eagle Gun, Fort Condor, the Fort Condor Grand Horn. The upcoming Triple Plus fight is going to be actually have a lot more status vulnerabilities. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I mean, seriously, like, Grand Horn was this thing that was so, like, obscure that I saw him and I was just like, what the fuck is this doing here? I don't remember fighting this guy. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why. Duh.
Yeah. And speaking, the reason I bring up the slow is that slow is a metal condition for this fight and the following one. But it also works in the previous fight. So if that's a fight, again, if these are fights that give you trouble at all, on top of focusing on physical mitigation, making sure to hit that slow means they're acting half the time, so.
Yep. So, as Slayo said, there's just basically a lot of physical mitigation, so you don't really have to worry too much.
Right.
If you've got lots of good aggro on you.
Yeah, the ultimate fights, we'll have a couple that are mixed, but again, we're going to be seeing a complete physical again at one point, so we'll get in there.
Yep.
What other things can I say about this boss? Seriously, how many people have actually fought this boss before? Like, Fort Condor,
we're not judging you or anything. We actually want to know.
Like, I'm just trying to think, like, the Fort Condor the Fort Condor minigame, if you actually play it long enough, like, I mean, like, Phoenix is locked behind it, right? So,
yes.
You want to do it.
I was gonna move this over here so that I don't lose my mind looking at the drop frames.
Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that depends on traffic on my internet, and I can't imagine how much I can do about that. So... There he goes. And I'm also going to say this about Cloud's BSB 1. Even though his second one uses the motorcycle, this one is still profoundly much more silly.
I don't know. Motorcycle 1 is just... Man.
Well, down he goes. Although I do, like, now that I'm looking at him, he does look an awful lot like the commander that you're supposed to kill in that minigame.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Like, the problem was that everything was, like, low poly in FF7, and then Fort Condor took that to the next level. It's just like, what in God's name am I even looking at?
Right, look, we put some polygons down here, and then we put some more polygons down here, and then... Yep. Okay.
Yeah, this thing keeps clipping everywhere, and the Z-axis is all fucked up. Ah, well, we gotta release this shit before Christmas or whatever. Sorry, boss, I fucked up on these polygons. Ah, it's okay, we can stuff them in a minigame or something.
Ah, who cares? They're good.
So, now we got Rude. Rude, this is the fight at Rocket Town where you're trying to stop Shenra from launching the rocket, and then you launch the rocket anyway.
Right, but you're on it. Anyway, the,
I promise we're going to get a new party, I swear.
Okay, so let me talk about this fight. Again, this one is, this one's more mixed. Rude has some magic attacks. I think there's like an AoE lightning. But two tricks to this fight. Number one, the fight ends once Rude falls over. So if you don't want to, like, burn down the two MPs, the 3 MPs on the sides, you can just ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing to note, and this one's a bit more funny to me, is the, like, if you're having trouble with the fight, this is one of the few bosses I've seen that has heavy status vulnerabilities. So Rude himself is susceptible to poison, paralyze, slow, stop, and blind, while the MPs are susceptible to poison, silence, paralyze, confuse, slow, stop, blind, and sleep.
I mean, if you're just running full DPS into his face, then you don't notice these things, but they're there, and they're there for you to exploit if you're having trouble.
So if you, like, just put the two on the side to sleep, or confuse them, or bring blind to offset their physical attacks, that's all of these are there's a lot of outlets for you to fight this fight. If it's like, this is the wall. Well, sometimes the walls are very straightforward. You just need more damage, and sometimes you can circumvent them like this.
Yeah, it's a Machinist Wonderland, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Or shit, who's got that? Is it like Edgar, who's got like somebody has like an OSB that cares about how many statuses are on somebody. I don't think it's Edgar.
I think that's either No, that's not Balthier. Surprisingly, it's not Balthier. It's Edgar.
Okay, like...
But Edgar's shit hits everyone. I think it's the only OSB that hits the entire enemy party.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, afflicting Rude with slow is a metal condition, which is also really good because you can afflict the MPs with slow if they're like, these things are giving me trouble. No, Vaughn's is something else. Vaughn's cares about stat breaks, right?
I think Vaughn cares about... Yes, it's definitely stat breaks.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, well, alright.
Vaughn's has like the craziest animation, because it's like these weird, really out-of-place spirals. I remember that one a lot. Blood Red Spiral or something like that. It looks really fun.
Quickenings don't make any sense in that game.
I didn't play 12, so I'm like, what the hell is this stuff? You know, that sort of thing.
Maybe that should be in the cards.
It has been, but I'm waiting for the PC update to come out, which comes out in July. Or I think late June, actually. Something like that. June 26th. What was the date? But yeah, there's a PC re-release.
Yes, the HD version.
Yep.
That's gonna be good.
Which that's when I'm waiting to play it, so...
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat too, because honestly, like, I think I got up to, shit, what was the name of that dungeon?
Was it a tomb?
Oh, the Tomb of Wraithwall.
Yeah, of course it was a tomb. I don't know much about... Oh, yeah, by the way, the MPs can, like, silence blind... Or, sorry, can sleep blind you. That's just the thing they have.
Whatever.
It's sort of the reason that you want to control them. Because, like, their damage isn't their real biggest threat. It's actually, like, I put your healer to sleep, you know, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I got 8 shots.
Goodness. Oh, wow, Rufus's SSB even has the same, like, it's literally,
Oh, yeah, it's a focus soul break, because it's like, it does more damage based on how many targets there are.
But it's the exact same thing as, Leo's, then. Because Leo's is a, like, 5 or 6 hit holy to everything with Imperil Holy, and a focus mechanic, and Rufus's is a 6 hit. You know, like, I don't know. That's funny to me that both of them have only one thing, and their SSBs are very similar. One's Imperil Dark, one's Imperil Holy, obviously. So.
Hey, what's up? You know him, you love him. It's Hojo.
All right, Hojo. Hojo here is going to be doing form transitions and has an attack it's going to use on death.
Fortunately, it doesn't have it doesn't have any elemental resistance, but Heretic Hojo is all about the status ailments.
Right. If there's a fight to bring an affliction break to, this is one of them. I guess I found out apparently that affliction break is a lot stronger than I had thought, in that it applies its reduction post, like, rounding of, like, so if an enemy has a 300% chance to hit with a status, that goes down to 100% when it, like, actually uses it, and then that gets halved to 50, apparently, is how it works. Which I did not. I don't have affliction break and haven't used it, so I did not know that it.
This seems stupid.
Oh.
And very likely to work. Okay, so here we've got, need to find a Vessel of Fate, yes. Because,
always find the...
obviously, because, yeah. Because Rydia's there. So basically I'm going for, like, all elemental teams, because, like, shit, I don't know what else to do.
None of these bosses have, like, all 3 of these ultimate fights are just, like, no resistances, no elemental resistances, but no elemental weaknesses. They're just flat whatever they are, you know?
Yeah, they're just there. Okay, so, yeah, Heretic Hojo is a group boss and also a boss with a unique little thing about him after death.
First thing I want to note on the group boss part is that the first half of this fight against Heretic Hojo will end either with Hojo falling or both of the arms.
Yes.
So if you want to play AoE, that works. If you want to play Focus Down, that also works. Both of these are completely legitimate.
Huzzah, don't you dare pull that trigger. Huzzah, you don't know what you're doing. Oh, good. Yeah, that was well timed.
Good, good.
The big problem is I don't have a lot of magic synergy to bring to FF7. It's all... yeah.
Physical stuff.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Fenella has to work her way up because I didn't bring my thingy. I gave it to Rydia.
Oh, so that she can just start.
Yep. Also, I think Tifa can probably start doing her other thing. And that's also another reason why I brought Ingus, because it is technically a sort of AoE fight, and he's really good at that. But he also has another thing about him that makes him ideal for this next phase, because we're not done yet.
No, this is way too easy for a ultimate fight. One last thing I'll note is that if I think it's the right arm, if you kill it first and then... Nice, a miss on his counter there. If you kill the right arm first and try to kill the left arm second, the right arm can revive itself.
Okay, and that was a scripted slogan, so plenty of time to fix that.
Yeah, he has the counter, like, on death. He either does a AoE blind or AoE silence, but it's pretty low hit chance. And then he
just go ahead and throw out that festival.
Yep. So this is more the actual fight here, the second, the back half of it.
Yeah, that's also why I brought Ingus, because it's not just him being a really fantastic Earth aggro guy, it's also him having Tauntaliate. This guy loves his physical attacks. So,
they did alter a chunk of his attacks to be nat rather than like flat counterable and tauntable.
I've noticed.
But
and I may be pissed.
Yeah. But he still has a counterattack. And that counterattack is just a 2-hit counter. Yeah, like combo there.
Mm-hmm.
Combo there's not tauntaliatable, it's just yeah. But yeah, he does have a counterattack, which he does, and that counterattack is just a standard 2-hit. You can taunt it, you can retaliate it. Obviously, you can't retaliate.
Yeah, that being said, it's not even like as long as you bring plenty of physical mitigation to the table, then the attacks themselves shouldn't be a problem. It's
right.
How much do you care about poison?
Yeah, because of poison. Also, he's very heavily physically based in this form, but he still has like an AoE bio, which is like you can't just not have shell around, or else you're just gonna take 3,000 on the chin and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ferris USB has... Okay. I'm very excited about the anniversary stuff in a couple weeks. It's gonna be nice.
Oh, yeah, me too. Also, that slogan is just, like, being... nothing.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
That's what we like to see.
So yeah, I guess in the Cliff Notes version of this fight, Affliction Break is very big to have. Physical mitigation in the second half is what you're looking for, though he still it's not all physical. He has AoE bio and will use it. What else? It's honestly, those are like the main things.
Yeah, it's just mostly physical and status effects that you have to worry about.
Yep.
And again, like, Affliction Break will take care of that, and you do have plenty of, like, knights exist. Oh, hey, Father Wolf, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
Always glad to have folks in here.
So, now that we've talked about, we were talking earlier about fights that are 100% physical, and here we have...
Hey, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about stop resist? Can we talk about stop resist? Ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
You have no idea how long we've been waiting for that hot mess.
I'm pretty happy to actually have some accessories that give resistances for I think we also had another one in this event that was I thought there was a second item in this event that also had some resist like that, but anyway, for quite a while we've been getting like elemental resist or like just stats. Like the crown from FF1 is just stats. That sort of thing. So like getting resistance to specific status ailments is real nice. But yeah, Rufus, Rufus and Dark Nation.
Yeah, so you obviously want to take care of the dog first because it likes to buff Rufus, but Rufus's defenses are raised if you kill the dog. It's a deadly little tango we got going here.
Yep.
Buffs are more important though, so down the dog goes.
Yeah.
Again, very physical based.
Extremely, and by extremely I mean 100%. There's no magic that you need to even bring. You don't even need to bring Shelga to this fight.
Also, the fact that the dog can cast a spell, so it just has to die. Absolutely.
That too. This fight, as you might notice by the ultimate Mako cannon, stacking debuff on Rufus is a pretty important thing as well.
Yeah, speaking of which, I should probably make sure that I have... Maybe it'd be worth bringing Ferris in. I don't know.
That wouldn't be bad. Because yeah, the ultimate Mako cannon, which is AoE ranged physical, is also ignores defense. So
yeah, like I honestly think I can live without Cypher's buff. It is nice, but I do like, I do like not falling down.
Do remember whoever you bring in, you need to bring in a Dispel, either with a Banishing Strike because you're taking Cypher off your team.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch you before you like jump in because one of the medal conditions is remove haste. Also, you probably
yes, absolutely.
You probably also want to remove haste.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and play it safe, actually. It is a very excellent idea to play it safe.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's a little bit more important that we get Dispel over Pinpoint Heals. Shouldn't need it. And there we go. That's pretty nice. And now let's find ourselves a shout.
Give me that shout.
Give me that cool ranch dressing. Yes, Dispel is just so awful in the game about buffs all the time, forever. What did I get from the banner? I got Zach's BSB. I got 2 shouts.
Hmm.
Those are spears, though. So they'll be very handy, especially in the next fight.
Yeah, the next fight's gonna be asking some pretty heavy questions about how much synergy you've got.
Okay, good. She went for the dog first. That was my hope. Oh yeah, that's definitely strong, especially Zach. That's why I was like crunching numbers and doing all this research on Zach, because people will just look at his burst commands and just be like, oh, well, he's not like buffing himself out the ass or anything. What good is this? And then it's just like, oh, wait.
Hello.
Almost half the casting speed on his attacks, my lord.
Ooh. I'm looking at what Sephiroth has for abilities, and I'm actually going to get to bring Gilgamesh back to bear.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's back in the saddle, bucko.
Yeah. Yep, just gotta keep that haste off. That's all we need.
One day we're gonna get... There we go. Jeez. Just like damage. Okay, where's my heal? I also learned that Tempo Flurry only has a 20% chance of slow.
It's not great, but the ability is... But it's a 2-hit ability. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
Like, let me...
I think the nice thing about Sword Shower is that if you have both it and Eternal Wind, you barely need an OSP for the net. That kind of is it.
I want 3-star abilities, and I want 3-star...
It is a very excellent combo.
3-star Celerity abilities.
And I think I'll do that on yes.
And let's take a look at 4-star abilities, so that I have a comparable number here. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some dumb things in the background. I like finding my stats.
Don't mind this animation, just doing dumb things in the foreground.
Yeah, you do some dumb things in the foreground, I'll do some things in the background.
That's tomorrow's lesson.
On this.
I might have caught the bug from Newbie. He was also
What?
having problems with the animation.
Oh no.
It's being weird tonight.
What is... Somebody tell me what the... Okay. So... Tempo Flurry is a 0.9 multiplier on 2 hits with a 20% slow chance.
Yep.
For comparing damage numbers, Life Siphon is a 2.0 damage multiplier. So Tempo Flurry is doing a slight amount less damage than a Life Siphon. However...
Woof, that's taking it on the chin. Good thing we got Evanescence in the pocket.
Oof. Yeah, by the way, that's the attack. How bad is that hitting for? Yikes! Okay, by the way, the moment he's under half health, I'd kill him.
On it, coach.
I would suggest, yeah, his odds of doing ultimate Mako Cannon once he's under half go way up. It's not 100%, but, you know.
Well, I'm at the magic pixel, so let's see what happens.
You're probably fine then.
Yeah. That one even missed, so whatever. Zack Speed saving the day.
Hell yeah.
The thing you have, the other thing you have to note, Father Wolf, is that Newbie intentionally crimps himself just to show that these ultimate fights can be done with a very low, if non-existent, soul break.
Right. The easiest way to tell that is just taking a look at how the fact that all of Newbie's parties are max level characters. And while there aren't any like piece of equipment being used in there, there's definitely power in a different sort. And there's power in knowledge as well. Anyway, you got your champion. We got there. Now we have the big guns, the big fight.
Yes, indeed, because now we have Ultima Weapon.
So, it's been a while since we've just had a flat damage race.
You've got 12 turns before he uses Ultimate Shadow Flare. Even if you survive this, it is a condition to not have that happen.
Right, and also the damage that Ultimate Shadow Flare does, by the way, Shadow Flare being his fadeaway attack, when you fight Ultima Weapon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you fight him, he flies around, you chase him with the airship, you fight him. Anyway, even if you survive it and you get your -3 stars from that, you're probably taking a loss of a star on the damage taken as well, so you're just not getting your champion.
I think I'm gonna swap out Tifa for Ferris because I don't want to I want to play it safe too.
So, two things about our buddy here, Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon is outside of a single one, basic attack, is magic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And also the basic attack is generally going to be the first couple moves. Lightning damage, the little bolt balls do lightning damage. So lightning resist, if you have that up your sleeve, is what you want. What else? He has what's his move? He has every 3 or 4 turns, he just whips out
Ultimate Beam.
Yeah, the beam, which is something like 2,000 that pierces 2,000 give or take AOE damage that pierces.
Actually, I think these shortcuts would be better.
In general, if an ability lists ultimate in its name, I don't even think the basic attack is to keep you honest. I disagree, Father Wolf. That basic attack doesn't do any damn damage.
Yeah, it's just sort of there.
There's a difference between keeping you honest and just having when I think of an attack that's keeping you honest, I think of our previous fight against Hojo. Hojo has an AoE poison attack that hits pretty damn hard if you're not mitigated at all. Whereas, the attack that Ultima Weapon has is compared to his other moves, is nothing. And you honestly would rather him do it even over his bolt. Because his bolt ball thing is 3 hits and is hitting for more damage than that basic attack unmitigated. Even if you have shell plus up.
Yes. Anyway, Ferris isn't going to be the one doing a whole lot of damage. She's just there to keep Ultima Weapon honest. So he doesn't just run me over while I am busy mowing his ass into the dirt.
Yeah, that's fair. You again, because ultimate Ultima Beam pierces. Again, ultimate in the name of an attack is basically code for this attack pierces. I don't know if we've actually said that flat, but that's code for this attack pierces. And so having Ferris to lower that is helpful. Again, the question is, how quick can you get through? Well, again, Father Wolf, we're still bringing a Sentinel's Grimoire to the fight, so again, we don't need Protectica as far as well, not Sentinel's Grimoire, we're bringing Stoneskin too.
Like, the other thing to note, too, is that, it's, Ultimate Beam is the only, piercing attack that he has.
Well,
Yeah.
I disagree, but...
I mean, we're not gonna let him use that.
Right, he's not gonna use that
You're
one.
not wrong.
Yeah, like, less than 2,000 damage to Pinello, that's fine. Again, the real big one here is his, is the silly little ball thing that just is like, oh, by the way, here's like 50 damage.
Why is it doing so much damage? Holy crap.
You didn't put up shell? It's specifically, yeah, that you don't have like a shell up. Or like lightning resistance, that sort of thing.
Maybe I should have forgot.
Oh, Nello doesn't know.
Like, I didn't even think about it because I was thinking, like, oh, well, piercing attacks plus mitigation plus blah, 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 blah.
Well, on top of piercing attacks, which he does 3 times in the fight, he also has that little ball thing, and he also has Quake, which also is not something you want to just let happen unmitigated. Yeah, Bolt Ball's quite real.
For me, anyway.
Well, again, that's... So, I guess that demonstrates kind of exactly what I'm talking about on the, like, why I don't think his physical attack is there at all, to keep you honest, because through Stoneskin 2, Bolt Ball is hitting for about 8,000 points of damage, whereas through Stoneskin 2, the physical attack would hit for 1,000 to 1,500. We want that physical attack every single time, though we're never getting that. Oh man, the Raijin special, hell yeah. I love it.
Everyone just clears the fuck out.
Okay, I think that's 6 or 7 attacks.
Bear in mind we're still ramping, because now everyone's got their in-elements up.
Right. You're just gonna have to pull the trigger on the Raijin special before the beam.
Yes, indeed.
That's gonna be the trick. Even without Shelga, you're still standing, which is really all you need, right?
Yeah. Also, now that he's mitigated, he's doing a lot less damage with that shit.
Right, because you've got your full breaks plus like magic breakdown on, which is going to be helping, especially through ultimate hits.
Let's see how much Raijin Detonate does on one charge for this.
Oh, one other thing that's kind of cool to note. Raijin is going to be taking reduced damage from Bolt Ball. Because he's got his in-element on it. Actually has a damage reduction. Which doesn't come up a lot, but is real. You know?
It's very nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, that's like the full break plus magic breakdown has heavily reduced the Bolt Ball's damage. which is nice. Problem is, I don't know if you actually win this race.
Yeah, it is kind of dicey, isn't it? I think my big problem is that I'm ramping too slowly.
Right, like you said you were still ramping after the second Ultima beam, which is 6 attacks into the fight, you know.
But the idea is just to be like, it just instantly turns on and he melts.
Right. One other thing, which might be harming you here, is having 3 damage dealers total.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're quite good at what they do. But this is cutting it close.
Yep, there we go. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and change tack a little bit.
We don't need much else. You had that fight very close at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Though Newbie had it really close himself, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing was just like, I was going way too slow, and I'm like, whatever, I got like 3 monks in the pocket, they'll just melt this guy immediately. Not so much.
Yeah, the trick is immediately is actually, 6 turns into the fight, which means you have 6 turns to melt Ultima Weapon, which,
Time bomb set, you have 1 second to escape. Wait, fuck, no!
Fuck. It's more like time bomb set, and then you spent the first minute and a half of the time bomb set just sitting there like, Goku yelling and shouting. And going, oh! And like, okay, alright, I got this, right? And it's like, no, you don't.
Oh man, no, it's more like a Super Metroid redesign escape sequence. You're just like dicking around in the tubes for 20 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell. Time bomb set, 25 minutes. It's like, oh, fuck. That's the worst.
So I think, like, Raijin could probably swap out for somebody else. He takes a little time to get started, is the problem. Okay, so, yeah, I guess that means Tifa can come back in.
Alright.
She will almost certainly be a very strong source of damage because she is, like, synergized. That's the thing about the damage race, too, that you have to bear in mind. Raijin has the highest damage potential in the game, but that does not mean that he's going to get it out in time.
Right, it's maybe more of a setup for something like a Torment fight. A fight that's going on for a long time and needs, like, a consistent damage output that isn't from, like, Hones, because you probably don't have enough Hones for it.
I think I will go ahead and use an armor breakdown for this one, and then give a soul break charge to Ferris. Because Bulbul was, like, really going down in damage once that kicked in.
Right. You also, at that, if you give the soul break charge to Ferris, you no longer need multi-break.
No, I do not. Let's see. Where is... I think I'll go ahead and give her Thunder God's Might just so that she can, like, ramp really quickly. Which means that I can swap this out for Shoga, I believe. Shoga Kuraja. Weigh my options here. Yeah, Raijin is definitely a secondary healer that sometimes explodes. He is very good at pinpoint heals. In that respect. expect. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Because again, it was just a matter of, like, getting the attacks up there, and I was almost there.
Yep.
Just sort of make it a bit more constant.
Now we have to see the question of if we can afford to take that charge of Evanescence off, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do Shelga first, and then... Shelga is obviously much more important.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. Raijin's other his SSB that gives off like Last Stand, and I think it's Instant Cast, and there's some other there's like
yeah,
a
Instant
ton of
Cast for the
garbage
party
with it.
and Guts and Major Regen. That's really fantastic.
Yeah. I had read some statistics that had said that Raijin's SSB was the most used SSB in Torment dungeons in Japan, obviously, because it had been, you can't get statistics that much from a thing that's been out for 2 weeks.
But that is still very interesting.
Right, because it just lets you keep your party standing. Oh yeah, it gives instant action anything from their next thing, which means you can give instantly, you use Aura, and then it's okay, time for Sid OSB, or maybe it's finally time to reapply Shout, or and this is your entire party too, so.
Oh yeah, there we go. Ah, damn it. I was hoping that it would set Penelope over the edge, but no, she's gotta wait a bit more.
Crap.
Silence is very useful in that fight. I don't know why it was a lie, but
Alright, all the crushers are in place here. Let's see how it plays out.
what makes it a little bit tricky is that Tifa's four hit single target is on her defend command, and everyone else's is on the first, so it's a little awkward to switch back and forth.
That's funny. Huh.
Get that shout back up. Yeah, I should throw a Blood Lust in there too.
Yeah, Mug Bloodlust is probably something you wanted to have early in the fight just because of it has a defense lower on it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's also why I brought Armor Breakdown too.
Yep. And they stack, yeah.
Hey, it stacks. Holy crap.
Oh my god, he did just a normal ass attack.
Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, he also knows, yeah, again, Tifa can resist Quakera because she has an Earth on. We just had the One Punch Man theme start playing.
Oh, goodness. How about just throw some 9s around? Oh, come on.
He hasn't used Ultimate Beam yet.
Remember, he might not.
Yeah, that's true.
You just need to kill him before he does it.
Nope, he gone. Whew! That's, yeah. That's what I should have done in the beginning. I should have just, like, tried to keep the drip feed going.
Yep.
Well, excellent. I think we can get ready for some multiplayer now.
Alright, let me pull things up. I'm bringing... I know who I'm bringing to this place, so... Raid Dungeons. Sephiroth. Anyway.
So what are you thinking? 160 or 200?
Let's do the 160, and then if that goes well, we can just jump onto the 200.
Sounds fine to me.
Alright, so 160... Enter, because I need to change my party up.
This is it. This is all KFJ's fault. Now, when I think about Sephiroth, I can't stop thinking about his awesome plot in Awful Children. I will create the ultimate mustard from the live stream.
So you, and we want our good friend Aiko in this, because Aiko is going to be...
Let's see, physicals...
Holy crap, I have a...
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot about Scintilla. That gives him haste, so...
Sweet, I actually have a synergy equipment for this.
Maybe bring instant KO resistance, because Ultimate Hell's Gate has a KO attached to it.
I was either thinking that or fire resist for Fire Blossom. One of those two.
I think I'd rather take the thing that doesn't instantly kill you.
I know. Resist.
Especially since a lot of his shit is physical, you can tauntaliate through it.
Some of it. A lot of AoE. A lot of AoE.
Well, it still should miss, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying that it won't, like, fully ignore it, like that.
Yes. So I guess it's okay if I bring DPS then.
Yeah, let's do that. Blaze it.
Cheese it.
And then abilities, we need Protect and Cure. Every time I bring Cures, I'm not happy with it. Let's go with Cure Aja. And then you, my friend, get Zax's... No.
Tauntaliate prevents Scintilla haste, but it doesn't counter. That's still pretty useful.
Right. Which is why I'm bringing my good friend.
Greg's home.
Do I have a moderate fire resist accessory that's
Oh,
there we go.
shit, I almost forgot about that. I almost didn't listen to my own friggin' advice. Hold on.
What the hell do I want to bring? Life Siphon plus Banishing? No, I don't need Banishing Strike. Saint Cross? Let's go Saint Cross.
It depends. You may or may not need.
I'm a Gilgamesh. I don't need Banishing Strike.
Oh, that's right.
Let's
My bad. Sorry, Dad.
Record materia, and then grab the.
Anyway, I do believe that a lot of.
I can
think a lot of Lumeth's shit is ranged.
I can switch Ico around if Ico doesn't work out, but I think Ico should be fine. I don't have any armor from FF7. I have some weapons though. I have more weapons than I thought, because I have the Healy Buster, and also I've got Sid's Shout, which is they're both like pretty decent.
I could recommend Angel's SSB in this fight.
I would have to like. I can't bring Angel.
I know, but I can recommend it. 100 def up? Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, he does have a couple like def ignoring things, but for the most part.
No. Well, anyway, I'm all set up, so I'll go ahead and
make the zone.
Maybe you should make the zone.
Can do.
Let me see how many frames I dropped. 4.70%.
I've got it.
Like an hour now.
I've got the zone. I've got the stamina easily for this.
Okay. So what's the number, Chief?
Hold on. Recruit party. Choose raid ID. I'm gonna go with 4444.
You got death on your mind?
And party is made. And I can show you with proof that Ico has an MC3. I haven't used any.
Yeah, so I'm bringing wind DPS.
I have noticed. I decided that Ico would probably be the best for damage because of the crit rate up. Though I also do always like bringing Alphanod for deployment tactics.
No, it's absolutely great. She will perform very well with that.
Alright, and I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds before I open.
Yeah, if anyone would like to join in, feel free. Remember, the access code is 4444.
Yep. I always do this, wait on it, just in case.
You never know. In the future, though, I probably will, like, let the Goon Discord know that we're doing this, just so that we can make sure that... Oh,
no idea.
25. We probably need some breaks. Breaks and walls, if you could. Either's fine.
Yeah, like, I could switch out, I can provide some support stuff, but I can't do enough. Like, if I switched out Gilgamesh to Minfilia, I could bring, like, breakdowns and last stand, but I don't want to I want Gilgamesh in this for the, stopping his, like, haste granting thing.
Yeah, it's not like you need it's not like you need to perform every single roll. You've got aggro, you've got heals. You're good enough.
Yeah.
You've got 2 more slots on here.
Excellent. That sounds like a good addition to the team.
Oh, did you make it public already?
No, I have not.
Oh, huh. How about that? There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Alright. I'm always happy to see my bud Sid.
Okay, so we got another person coming in with Ferris and Yuna.
And I think that'll be really good. We'll have enough healing going on. We'll have a Stone Skin 2 plus Protect should keep us standing.
Yo, I hope he really I hope he starts playing like the Dissidia theme.
I hope he just hits us with the fucking.
How much ass would that kick?
I seriously want like him to do this bullshit Kingdom Hearts 1 garbage. Sin Harvest or whatever the garbage was. And then you go to 1. Because then I can
harvest my scraped ass off the pavement. Raid ID search in the main menu.
Yep. There's a search
where all of the fights are.
Yeah, you don't search by going into the fights, you have to search by going out of all the multiplayer fights and then going in the search spot there.
Because you never know if it's a 160 or a 200 fight. And I've already put the address on there too. Still, 25 Ember at 52. Thank you for your help. Really appreciate it.
Also, I don't know which viewer or who Lux is. Maybe they just put in 4444 and joined us, but
they might just be like
happy to have you around.
I think they're just kicking it, not really talking, because that's a bit too specific for our needs. Uh-oh, no stamina. That's no good. Should we swap out to...
I can make things public if you want. Like,
yeah, we can make it 200 if you feel like it.
Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Okay. That's just fine.
Hold on. What's the party info? Party info. Make party public. Make public. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks for the help, though. Thanks for offering. It's always nice.
Oh, we got double Gilgamesh. Oh, never mind.
No, we don't.
I think they saw first Gilgamesh and fucked right off. Yo, that's good.
That's perfectly fine.
Ophelia? Hell yeah.
And we have her burst, too, so she can provide some form of debuff.
Alright. Let's do it.
Alright. We may just leave it off here after we finish with the 160. Oh, it's just one winged angel. Okay.
Hey, dude.
Now I'm thinking about like fucking like the one winged angel high quality rip that also included Oppa Gangnam Style for no good reason.
Oh. Okay. One more action and I'll have his counter Scalia turned off or whatever.
Megazord activated.
Yeah, cool. I'll take that hit. Yo, that's bad. Stone Skin's not up. That's awful. Okay, hopefully that... The big problem here is that we really need to, like, get rid of that haste, but...
Oh, absolutely.
First, I need to turn on Retaliate before doing that. There we go, finally.
Gracious.
In 10,000 years. Alright, we got double stone skin up. That helps us in some manner. Oh! Hey.
Sid's getting his licks in whether you like it or not, buddy.
Yeah, just keep it at Gilgamesh, it's fine. Oh my god, I just need to freaking dispel this crap. Oh, rip Sid.
No, we had guts up. We can just hold on.
Okay. Try and keep people standing. Excuse me? Oh.
Alright.
Would that just go to 1?
Yeah, let's just go to 1. You got your wish.
Oh my god. Alright, finally he's done with that garbage. Nice try, dude. Nice try, dude. Nice try, dude. And I'm gonna help Sid out as much as possible. Give him the blinky, Sid. Oh, I don't pull double cut? Well...
It's not particularly ultimate. Like, I don't even care you got delay on it, dude.
Yeah. Okay, let's put the him back up. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, he's gonna do his auto counter. He has thresholds where he just auto counters. Oh, like that.
I love that FF7 suddenly decided that if you're a badass, you have to have one angel wing. It's so stupid.
Oh, by the way, now that he has the wing, he has a you lose the fight move unlocked, just as a heads up, so.
Of course he does.
He has Meteor now. Which, with how little magic mitigation we have up, we'll just murder the party. Well, I guess Guts will trigger a lot. So...
Let's see who can get this off first. I mean, we do have guts.
We have guts on most people, yeah, so we're gonna be fine. If he goes for Meteor, like 6 people will still be standing, and the people who are dealing damage will still be... Oh! Hell, we have Stone Skin now, so...
I win.
Do we ever break down?
Do we need one?
Do you want metal conditions?
Oh, that's true. I don't know, I just like to win. Why do you gotta take the fight out of it?
Because I spent 60 stamina on the fight? Yeah, I guess I'll be doing this one again later.
Yeah, probably. Look, all we're missing was just to slap a break on someone. That fight was perfect otherwise.
Yeah, I can't bring Ico to future fights. I need to bring breakdowns.
I need to bring food.
That's good
to
too.
myself.
I need that too.
so that'll about do it for this time.
Yep.
So next time we're going to have the Final Fantasy 13 event, and then finally, we get the Record Keeper Anniversary. We got all sorts of crazy crap going on, and, well, okay, we got 3 Super Lucky banners, and they're going to give us 75 Mithril to pull on each of them. We've got an OSB Fest with 5 banners full of crazy shit on it. And then we also have the Ultra Select, which is a banner that is full of relics that people actually voted on in a survey a couple of months ago, and you get 1 free 11x pull on it.
I'm very excited.
Happy anniversary, Dina. Goodness. Okay, so we'll see you in FF13 next time. Thanks for joining me, Slayo.
Yep. See you then.
All right, take care, y'all.